Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to create a simple business card for your small business using ChatGPT and Canva. So first of all, let's go and open up ChatGPT, and this is a free tool unless you buy the pro version. And I always go to this option here, so I'm using Google and it's the third option. So as I click on that, and you want to be specific in what type of business card you are making. So then that way it can give you specific information of what you need. So in this case, I am going to create a business card for my body butter business. So just be very detailed. Oops, if I can type. And it's going to walk you through the whole steps. It's going to give you each step as you can see here. And it's if you are not sure what you want on your business card. So we're just going to walk through the key points here, then we're going to move on over to Canva. So here, step one, it tells you to sign in or create a Canva account. Canva does have a free version or they have a pro version. I use the pro because I use it for a lot of things regarding my business and other content creation. So I do pay for the pro. To me, I feel like it's worth it. And then step two, choose a business card template. And it just walks you through each of those options. And then step three is select your template. Step four, you want to customize the design. And it just walks you through like part A, which is brand name and logo, part B, your contact information, and then you have C, change fonts and colors, so whatever your brand is. And D, add a descriptive element, so you want to make sure you are, something that makes you stand out, and your logo can do that, or you can add any kind of icons using the elements in Canva. And then you want to modify the background, like maybe change the color to something just really specific to your brand and your business. And then step five is review and finalize your card. So you can double check any details and make sure everything is all right, listed correctly. And then step six, you want to download your design, however you want to save it as a PDF, or if you're going to print it, you want to save it as a photo. And use maybe Avery or something to print your cards, or if you want to go to an actual print vendor, you can do that. And then step seven, which is print your business cards, which I kind of just added that with 6. So is how you want to, you can have somebody print them for you, such as some kind of like UPS. I think they print cards and stuff, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure about Walmart, but they might. Vistaprint. So you got different options to print your card. So I already have Canva open, so we're going to go ahead and go to Canva here. And we're going to use the search bar at the top here, and we're just going to type in business card. And it clicked me out, so let's try it again. And I want to be more specific because what is close to the business, in this case mine is body butter, so that's a form of skincare. As you can see, I've already been searching, so I'm just going to type in skincare business card. I'm just going to hit enter. And I want to go to Canva templates, although when I type that in, anything that's near that I might have created before is going to show up here. Or you can use all your contents, because I have created business cards before, designs, brand templates, folders, anything that I already have saved. But I'm just going to go to Canva templates here, because I want to make this as simple and as seamless as possible. So from here, I am looking for a design that might work with what I am trying to do, or if I want something that's not already preset, you can do that as well. So I'm just scrolling through, looking at something that might catch my eye. And based on my colors and stuff, you can keep it as simple as you want or as detailed as you want. In most cards, nowadays you have a front and back as well. So I am going to look for something that actually has, you can do, your layout can be either landscape or portrait. So this would be a portrait design. This would be a landscape design, and they're all editable. If you see the crown icon, if you hover to discover, you will see here these are pro accounts, pro options. But if you look at something like this, you can see this is not a pro design. This is just a regular. So let's go ahead and pick the free version. And it lets you know what are your options if you want Canva to print it. So it says print with Canva, and you select your paper type, which is either standard or premium. For me, I print my own business cards, or I have in the past used Vistaprint to print my business cards if I wanted a large quantity. But what I found when I did that, I wasn't quite sure what my brand was. I've switched my brand since then. They lasted a long time, but I felt like I wanted to switch, so I wasn't quite sure. So it took me a long time to get rid of them, basically. So I kind of like print my own, and it kind of saves money in a sense because people don't always keep them. So we have our template that we want to use, and you do have the option if you want to go back to it. You can actually click the star and save it, or you can click the three dots here. You can share it, whichever you want to. You can kind of scroll through different matte finishes, so they have different options. If you decide you don't like this business card, you can scroll down to see other options that are available too. But we're going to go ahead and just stick with this one, and I'm going to go ahead and click customize this template, and it's opening up another window for me. And so we kind of, if we're unsure and we want to make sure we got everything we need on this template here, we can go back to ChatGPT and go back up to the steps and just make sure something we're not missing. So we already have step 2, and now we already did step 1. Now we have step 2 where you choose a business card template. We've done that. Step 3, we selected the template that we want to use based on we like the aesthetics, we liked how it looked, if it's kind of alignment with our brand. So now we're at step 4. We want to customize the design by adding our brand name and logo. So let's go back over here. Now my brand colors are different than black is one of them, but it's not the main one. So I'm just going to go ahead and click here. And here you can see over to the left hand side, you can see kind of my brand colors here, these 4 colors. So I'm going to go ahead and click on pink. And because it's light pink, and when you're doing this, you also want to remember when you're printing your card, you want to think about how that is going to look on, if you have a glossy or matte print for cardstock, you want to remember how that's going to come out. So with your font and text and all that, you want to remember that. So say for instance, if I didn't have a logo and I just wanted to use what was pre-selected, I can take the initials of my business and use that. So if I click here, and I am going to double click the D, and I'm going to type in S, and then I am going to double click the G, and I'm going to type in a D. So now it is showing my name, which is Stephanie Diane, which is my business. And if I want to put it here also, so I'm going to type in my name again so they'll know what the Stephanie Diane stands for. And because it's a long name, you can expand it. And if you don't like that font and you want to change that font, all you got to do is you change your font here. But you got to remember, when you change your font and you make it customized, you want to make sure it's legible. So whatever font design and text you like, you want to make sure it's going to come across clear. They're going to be able to see it. It's what you like as well. So I'm just going to pick one here. We're just going to see how it looks. And you can see it also changes the size of it. So it got a little smaller, still there. You can also add effects to your font, another customization. If you want to do a shadow to make it kind of stand up off of the page a little bit, you can do hollow, spice, outline. You can lift it. You can do an echo, which you can see what each of them look like. So it gives you a preview of each one of these looks like. And then you got glitch, and you got neon, and then you can add a background. You can curve it if you choose to. Some of these might be pro features, but I don't think so because they don't have the little crown there. So I want to actually outline mine to make it stand out a little bit more. The gray is a nice feature, but if I want to select a different option and go with my own palette that I have selected here, what I can do is go with black, or let's see what the gold looks like. And it's all right. I don't know if I would choose that because I don't know how it's going to look on the paper. So I'm just going to go with black and just outline it there. And then you want to use something cute, like it says fashion designer. I have a little nickname for my business, which is called the Buttercream Lady. So I'm just going to put that there just for fun. Buttercream Lady. That's just a nickname, but actually, that's actually put because of Stephanie Diane's Body Treats. Body Treats. So you can have that there. And next you want to, if you want to put your phone number on there, depending on the type of business you have, you can do so. Again, if you forget what you want to exactly be listed on your card, you can go back to ChatGPT and follow each step and sub-step that they give to you. Like it gives you names here like Body Bliss for like a tagline or text, gives you ideals. Upload your business logo. You want to add that on there. And again, if you don't have one, you can create one. Position however you choose. So you want to add your contact information. So it's giving you an idea of what kind of contact information you need to have on your business card. So right now I already have the name, the title, if you have an owner or something, if you want to put like your CEO or something like that, your email address, phone number if it's applicable, and your website definitely so they can reach you, and your social media handles. So let's go back and do that part. So I don't have a phone number on mine, but I do have a social media handle. So I'm going to do at Stephanie Diane's Body Treats. And again, it's too long. So what I'm going to do is stretch it out a little bit here, or I can make the text smaller, but that's already 8.1. So it's already there. I'm going to add my website, which is StephanieDianes.com. So we have our website. And then if you want to add your email address, we're going to put, just make up one here, Stephanie@gmail.com. And whatever, it could be should be your business name or something, your business email address so they can contact you. So it can be as simple as that. So that is the front of your business card. So let's go ahead and go to the back of your business card here. And a lot of times people do look at those. So it offers two things. So here, what I want to do is take this and separate it. I kind of like these, but I think it'll be too big actually, but I'm going to get rid of one of them. I'm just kind of using to kind of keep in line with the font I'm already using on the front. So I'm going to put thank you, but I am going to shrink this down to size 16, and I'm going to expand it, and I'm going to bring it down. So you're going to keep within the rule. If you click on this, I want to center it. So here's your alignment option at the top here. So if you click on that, it's going to center it. So they have different options to tell you which one it is. And I want this a little bit bigger so they can see it. You can keep it like this, or you can expand it out. So I'm going to keep it like this because I actually like this, but I do want to change the color of the background to go with the front. So I'm going to go with my brand color, which is pink. And because I just like the way it looks being stretched out there. Now, one thing that a lot of people do, because you do want them to be able to locate your business in a hurry, and most people use their phones for everything. So now what I would like to do is add a QR code on my card. And if you notice, I left this up on the side so you can kind of see what the preview looks like if you were to print it, so you can get an idea of what your card is going to look like. It can be simple, it can be complex, you can add all kind of elements. and I would kind of go back in the front and play with that a little bit if I want to add an element to that. But right now, let me add the QR code. So I'm going to go over here to my navigation bar on the left hand side and scroll down until I find my apps tab. And here I'm going to search Canva apps, and I'm going to search QR code. So here, if you hover to discover, they'll tell you the different options. I am going to select this one because I have used that before. And it wants you to put your URL in. So I'm going to put my website URL in here. You want to make sure that's correct because you don't want anybody scanning it and it's not the right place where they need to go. So here I put a thank you. My QR code is on the back so they can flip it over and just take their phone and scan it. And I usually set these out on my event table, so even if they don't buy anything, they still got a way to access my website and decide if they want to get something else. And again, here we can kind of scroll through and see what each card looks like and see if you like it or not. You can see the back, and then you can see what the front looks like, and they give you little mock-ups. So it's nice so you can actually see what it looks like and get an idea if this is something you like. Maybe you want something, your font different or something. But this is just a simple way to create a business card for your business instead of having somebody else to do it. Only thing I probably would change, I would make this a little bit bigger just to fill that space a little bit. So we're going to go back. And I'm going to click here. I'm going to click the three dots because I want to both of these to expand the same time. So let me see if I can select both of them. And let me click down here because it's not letting me do what I want to do. Usually you can, and actually I forget I'm on my laptop. I'm so used to doing this on my iPad because when I tell you I do everything on my iPad mostly. So I'm just going to hold down the shift key while one is highlighted, and then hold down the other one. Now, what I could do is group them together, but if I don't want them grouped and I just want to expand both of these text and I want them to be bigger to fill the card up a little bit, since they're already both selected, I'm just going to stretch them out a little bit. And you can see here, I want this to stay within that box parameter that they had. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. So now I can see here this is a little bit larger, because I want my initials to stand out in my name. So again, you got, this will be forming as, this will be in place of my logo right now. I got my name, my business name, my tagline, basically, what is my business there. And then I have my handle for my social medias, and then my website, and then my email address. Now, what I would add to this is icons, because how they're going to know, how are some people, especially depending on the type of business you are, who you're dealing with, they might not know this is a social media handle. So I want to help them realize that that's what this is. So I am going to go back over to my navigator on the left hand side here. I'm going to go to elements, and I am going to click social media. Social, if I can type, I can't type today, so don't mind me. Social, because I know y'all watching me. Media icon. So I want to do different icons. So you can have multiple, and like this little box kind of shows you everything. So you can look at your graphics and just see, click select all. And you can pick what works best for you. How do you want it looking on your card? And you got to remember it's a small space, so you kind of want to be mindful of that, of what you want there. But usually a lot of people separate it and they have one for each. But just for the purposes of this video, I am going to go with this first one here. And I'm just going to shrink it down. And I'm just going to put it right here. And I actually got rid of my handle. I'm going to slide this over, which is alright. When I clicked enter, I didn't realize I deleted it because my cursor must have been over here. So you see how it lines up? It shows you how to make sure your elements are lined up with everything. So what I'm going to do, I am just going to click duplicate, move this up, and make sure it's lined up alright. And because I already have my name there, I am going to click the @ sign, get rid of this .com, and put body treats. And I want to make sure everything is lined up appropriately. So here, and because this is white, and that's why I chose this too, because I could change the color of this element, and I'm going to change it to white. And I'm going to click over there. So now that's white. So now we want to get an icon for website icon. So I'm going to go back to elements and type in website icon. And I'm just going to select the first option here. Again, if you want to see what else they have to offer, click on see all. That's just for graphics. You can go down to photos and so forth. But I just want a graphic. And I'm going to shrink it down. And I'm kind of going to line it up with what I already have here so I can kind of see if the size matches. But you can easily copy your style to make sure they match up as well. So here I can kind of see how that's lining up a little bit. I don't like how it's right under here. I want to leave a little space. I'm going to shrink that a little bit. And I'm going to shrink this one a little bit, make it a little smaller. So here we can see, and then you got your preview pane right over here. And next thing we want is our email icon. So I'm going to type in email icon. And I am going to just pick this one. And I'm going to change the color to white to kind of match what I got going on here. Again, you can change this however you see fit based on your brand. You can zhuzh it up, you know, it's totally up to you. But I'm just doing something really kind of simple so you can see how easy it is to really create your business card and line everything up. You can group these together and make sure if you move all of this around on your business card, they will all stay how you choose to. But just something simple like this. And I want to make this a little bit bigger because I feel like that's kind of small. I really want the name to stand out just as much as my temporary logo over here. And say if you wanted to add something to this card, like maybe because it's a body butter business or something like that, you can either create something, or in this case, say if I want to look up body butter, because that's what it is. Maybe I want a little body butter jar, so I can go over here to my elements. I'm going to look in the graphics and see what's available. If I just want something simple, or if I want to put something a little colorful on there, it's totally up to you. It's however you choose to, because it's butter, trying to do butter. So I like this little pink one, so I'm just going to pick something, simple, and I'll move that, so I'm going to undo. So wherever you kind of want this, if you want it on there, you don't have to. Or I can kind of, I don't know how that's going to look, so I'm just kind of playing with it a little bit. And I'm going to do transparency so it's really, really light, and see if I like that. So it's alright. I don't know if I would actually do that, but just for video purposes, so just to kind of play around with it, you can see if you want it. You can't really tell what it is when I made it that transparent. So I'm going to go back here and move it up again and see. But then you got to also remember, if this is in the background, make sure it's not taking away from anything is here. So I feel like it's kind of taken away. So I'm going to delete it. But it's other things you could put. So I'm going to do, let's do spa. People think of relaxing when it comes to this. So I just want to look for different little icons like here. And if you're not sure what something is or who made it, you can click on the 3 dots and see this is a lotus flower, which reminds people of spa, relaxation. You can star it to keep it, you know, it's a favorite there. So I am going to actually use this. And I started and I was trying to grab it. And what I'm going to do is shrink it down. And I'm going to move it in place of, make it real small, my eye, just to kind of give it a little something and put it on top of there. So it'll be a little something different, just something kind of minor sometimes can make a big impact to what you're doing. And I feel like when I increase the size of this, it bumped that down a little bit. So I do want that up a little bit, not too much. And again, we have our preview over here so you can see what it looks like. So we can go back over to ChatGPT and kind of just continue to look at things they said. So we change font, we change the color, we add a decorative element, We modified the background by changing the color. And so we've been reviewing it as we've made it. And now we want to download our design. So I'm going back over to my design. And I'm going to go up here at the top where it says share. I'm going to click on share. And I am going to click the download option. And it depends on how you want to download it, so it depends on what you're going to do with it. You can save it as a PNG as suggested. You got a JPEG. You can do you can make GIFs with this, all kind of stuff. But for me, I'm going to go with the PNG because I like to print them myself. And here you're just going to click download, and I'm not going to download it because I already kind of have something saved. But this is what you do. You click download, and then it downloads to your file folder, and that's where it's going to be saved at. And you can choose to do with it as you choose, whatever you want to do. If you want to print it yourself, or if you want to have somebody else print it, like say for instance with UPS or something, you want to email it to somebody to print for you. Most times they want a PDF copy, so you can go to share here, go back to your download, and change this to PDF, best for documents and emailing, or PDF for printing. So you want to select this one, best for printing. And then you want to also select, based on your color, best for digital use. But if you're going to do a professional printing, you might want to select this option. This is a pro option. But again, if you don't have it, I don't think it makes such a big deal on your card that to the average eye, they probably won't notice that it wasn't, best for printing. Long as your font and everything is legible, you should be good to go. You can save your preference settings here by just checking this box, and then you just click download and email it to the company, and they can already have it set up and ready for you and print it for you. I have done that before as well. But for PDF, like if you use something like Vistaprint, you just upload a PNG within their space. But that's how you make a business card using ChatGPT. It walks you through each step if you're not sure. And if you want additional details, you can even tell it to revise it and give me additional details to really break it down for you even further than what they have. But this could be your best friend. I'll call ChatGPT as my best friend. So that's what we use quite often when I have concepts and ideas I want to get out and I'm not sure how to execute it. But here you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to stay motivated and positive.